Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today, it's going to be a match between Last and Effort here on... oh boy. This map is, controversial. And, I forget the name of it, but, I think it has Ridge in the name. Sniper's Ridge. Sniper's Ridge. Okay, so you have these little ridges here all over the place. This is high ground up here. Ramps leading up and down a center base. It's tons and tons of places to expand. It is a 4-player map, or maybe... yes, it is a 4-player map here. Right? Let's see, this is one, that's a natural... yes, okay, so it's a 4-player map with tons and tons of places to expand here. So let's go ahead and get rid of that and introduce the players. Top right-hand corner, the purple Terran player. It is Last. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the blue Zerg player, Effort. All right, man, so Effort versus Last here. Two incredible players that I've cast on the channel before. Quite consistently, Last is one of the better Terran players currently in the game. Effort, and one of the best Zerg players in the game, too. So two names you should recognize and you should love because they represent the best that their races can bring to StarCraft. Check this action out. 9-10 pool. Out of the Zerg, he is scouting the right direction with his Overlord, too. He might know exactly where to go to try to get some early pressure up on this Terran player. We'll see if he goes for the quick expand, in which case, the 6 Lings showing up might force a cancel, if nothing else. We'll see. We'll see if this SCV is going to scout in time. See what's going on. Where are you going, Senor SCV? The answer is, I don't know. I don't know where this SCV is going, but anyway, welcome to the Patreon edition of StarCraft Brood War this week. Thank you for subscribing to me and pledging $1 a month to me on this website. And if you're seeing this, it's a month after this was posted on patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for everybody who pledges at least $1 a month to the Falcon Paladin. Extra Brood War, you guys. No kidding. SCV does scout the early pool. Oh man, adjusting the build. Adjusting the build here is Last. He knows there's going to be Lings out, man. And they're going the right direction too. So the SCV, instead of throwing down a command center, immediately throws down the bunker. Marine production is not beginning. There's one, but there's definitely another one on the way here. And Last is going to be fine. Last is going to be ahead right now. Absolutely crazy, crazy scout there. So lucky for both players to scout the right direction in this giant 4-player map. So bunker done. Marine needs to get inside. Can the Lings get the run by is the question. Get in. Is he not getting in? I don't think he's getting in. So the 4 Lings show up. And that Ling... oh! That Ling is almost dead. Look at the run by, though. The 6 Lings. The 6 Lings get in. This is so problematic. This is what I was worried about for Last. Lings are having their way on this barracks, recognizing the threat that it is. The positioning here. Okay, the Marines are sprinting back to the safety of their bunker. And then jumping up here again. A Marine does pop out of the bunker. Or out of the barracks, rather. Ooh, a couple Lings go down, and that's it. I think the 2 Lings going down, 1 being severely injured. That's pretty much it for the harassment. Yes, they can be annoying. Yes, the Lings can run around for quite some time and get some scouting information off. This is a huge base, too. I mean, it's really easy to kind of lose the Marines from time to time. Although Marine range is not bad, even without the upgrade. Oh, they get a Marine, though. Man, Lings are so good against Marines. If both of them are unupgraded, it's just that pound for pound, the more Marines you have, the worse it is for the Lings for sure, just because range is a big deal. And that Ling goes down. See? So the early pressure didn't really do a whole lot. Killed a couple Marines. I don't think any SCVs went down, to be honest with you, but natural base coming up now for the Terran player. Sure, natural base is done for Effort, but it's not as great as it otherwise could be with this worker count, no presence of a lair, no anything else going on here. It's effectively 2 base to 2 base, and there's some Marine pressure here too. Recognizing that one thing that Effort is going to want to do is basically drone up and try to make up for the fact that he went for that early pool and went for those early Lings and didn't get a lot done. So the Marines are checking for a 3rd base. If there was a 3rd base, it would be dead. Not one here, though. And is he going to push down to the natural base is the question. There's really not much here defending at all. Zero defensive presence from the Zerg player. He does have a macro hatch. Is that another? No, it's an evolution chamber. I was going to say, geez, dude. It's a lot of macro hatches for 2 bases, but no, that's not what it is. And so far, yeah, he's fine. He's fine just coming back home. defending after recognizing that the Zerg player does not have a third base. 2 bases to 2 bases is where he wants to be. Last is totally fine with that. He's working on an academy and an engineering bay to upgrade this bio. Indicates we're at least going to start out with some bio play. Could transition into mech later on, but for now, we're going to see a lot of Marines, maybe some Firebats, just because of the amount of Zerglings that we're seeing on the ground right now out of effort. That's a lot of Lings, man, and they're going for it. Look at them jumping on in here. Wow, they go for the surround on the bunker and the Marines. SCV's forced to pull to deal with this as well. The bunker is getting hammered down. The Ling count is dwindling, though. I don't think there are enough Lings to do this. And yeah, last kills a ton of Marines, all of the Marines. But only one SCV survives the massacre. Additional ones are sprinting in, though. Medic's trying to hold the line, trying to give time. He's not even building additional... Oh, there we go. Firebats! Firebats are here. Are going to hold the line at least, but some Lings do sprint in past before the Firebats show up. Additional Lings are here, too. Last is in a world of hurt. His natural base is in a lot of trouble. His main base is cleaned up by the presence of these Firebats. Oh, he researched Burrow. What a jerk. He got Burrow. More Lings here, but the Firebats cleaning them out. Cleaning them out. Natural base is lifted. No income whatsoever from the Terran player. But again, no third base from the Zerg, so it's okay economically. Oh, Firebat gets picked off by the Lings. He was very low on HP. For sure. More Lings cruising in just right past the Firebats. And the Marines. Oh, hang on. Why would you engage with that? There were 3 Firebats there. Mistake. Bit of a mistake there from effort, I gotta say. You do not want to jump into those Firebats. Maybe he just wasn't controlling them quite well enough at that moment. Happens, man. There's a lot to do in Brood War. You have to choose where your APM goes, and I just think he chose poorly there. What the heck? Drones? Bye, drones. I don't know how those drones got up there. I'm going to be honest with you. All right, land the command center. Throw up some more bunkers. Is effort going to be aggressive again is the question. SCV picked into a corner and killed. Yeah, drone count still extremely low for effort, but he's going for lurker aspect. Sure, why not go for some lurkers versus this bio? Firebats are legendarily bad versus lurkers, as good as, let's see, as bad as they are against lurkers as they are good against Zerglings. Kakaru flying overhead, observing what's going on here. And man, more Zerglings. These Zerglings have to be planning an attack. There's no reason you have this many out on the map otherwise. There's a burrowed Ling up here. Of course there is. Of course there's a burrowed Ling up here. Oh, Ling's going for the run by. Last leaves. Comes on in with the Zerglings. Defensive units. There are still 2 Firebats here and 2 Marines. Yeah, I don't know about this. I'm not sure about this defense attempted here. Yeah, I just... too many Zerglings. Why are you... He thinks there's a third base. He thinks there's a third base, but there are Lings free inside his main. SCV's getting massacred. What an absolutely aggressive opening Zergling play out of effort. I kind of really enjoy it. We don't see a lot of these just because they usually lead to short games. But so far, so good. No burrow for you, says Comsat. Yeah, man, no third base. No third base whatsoever for effort. He's still 2 base in this thing. Yes, he's going for lurker aspect. Yes, he's making 6 lurkers, actually. They're going to be incredibly good defensively. And honestly, if he walked up 6 lurkers here, just kind of planted them by the natural base, I think he just wins. We'll see if he does it. We'll see if he can get them across the map is the problem. Getting them up there is the difficult thing for sure. And Queen's Nest. Of course there's a Queen's Nest. He's 2 base queen hiving it right now. Effort, you're a crazy person and I kind of like it. He's not even tried taking a third base yet. Scan! No scans, really? He used all of his scans on those burrowed Lings, dang it. Yeah, look at that. Oh, there's enough energy for 1 scan. But yeah, see the lurkers, they try to make it across the map, but every time a Marine and Firebat group shows up, they have to burrow. And actually, it's a pretty straight shot now. By golly, they are cruising up there like they own the joint, and they kind of do. All right, Marines ready to rock. They see the lurkers. They pull back. The lurkers are not in range of the base. There's a turret here providing detection. So the lurkers are containing but not otherwise doing anything else. Finally, a third base from Effort over here on the left side. 6 o'clock position. Firebats and Marines. These lurkers are dead. I know they're scary versus bio, but yeah, you come in from both directions here and the Firebats are going to die. Whoa! Whoa! That one didn't. He showed up to the party late. But he's still alive and he's got 4 kills. What an absolutely intense opening 10 minutes of this game. 60 to 53 supply at almost 11 minutes. Just goes to show how aggressive and how much stuff has died so far. Lurkers. And the Lings are here too to just absorb shots that otherwise would go to the lurkers. This is beautiful. This is really, really good stuff right now out of Effort. I'm enjoying it immensely. Lings getting on top of the Marines. Then just Firebats are remaining, and they suck against lurkers. The medics fleeing. Tank shows up. Siege mode is on the way. Not done yet, though. Oh, Lurker Massacre. Trying to get back inside the house. Lurkers in siege position right now. Tank's going after him. Don't kill him quite fast enough for the whole scan not to wear off. And there it is. There's the scan. And the lurkers have to unburrow and reposition. There's a Spire on the way. Adrenal Glands at 11.5 minutes. +1 Carapace is done for these Lings, and they're getting Adrenal Glands. Effort. I'm loving it. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now out of Effort. Still, it is 2 base to 3 base. Effort is not saturated his 3rd base. He doesn't have crazy saturation on his other bases as well. Spire almost done. Another macro hatch here. Loving that. He does have a lot of larva production. Defiler Mound coming in. Defilers at 12 minutes after going for a 9 pool and being that aggressive in the early stages. He's just... whew, he's doing beautifully. Absolutely beautifully here. Alright, siege mode is done. The day of the lurker is almost over, at least until we get Dark Swarm up. And without the Defiler Mound, that's going to be some time for sure. Zerglings, do not run in here. That's death, man. That is death for you guys. Is there a burrowed? There's a burrowed Ling in the main still. Are you kidding me? Is he doing this? I don't know how he's doing this. Consume being researched. 92 to 80 supply. Scourge! They do get the Science Vessel. A bunch of them die, but enough get through to take it down. That impressive stuff. Ling run by, attempted here in the natural base, but there's a bunker here. It's an empty bunker, but there's a bunker nevertheless, and Lings do get inside. Oh, they might take down this tank. They get a little bit greedy going for the tank, and they're all going to get wiped out instead. They might have killed some Marines and stuff in the main base if they just gone there instead, but going after the tank really cost them in that situation. All right, lurkers on the high ground. Irradiate getting tossed down here too. Goodbye, friends. Yeah, the lurkers are done. They're taking a ton of bio with them, though. Last being a little bit careless with his bio and his tanks. A couple go down to these Ling attacks. Adrenal Glands helping immensely on these Zerglings. Plus your Carapace giving them survivability as well. Lurkers, 2 kills on that one. Dark Swarm keeping these 2 lurkers alive when they were this close to dying. Brutal. Amazing stuff going on right now from Effort. He's tossing up a 4th base that a Firebat is trying to take down by his lonesome. He might get there. Look at him stim. Blah, 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 blah. Zerglings versus Firebats. Not going to go well for the Lings, but there are lurkers and Zerglings and medics. And what an absolutely chaotic scene here. Dark Swarm tossed up to end the hostilities. Oh, Lurker's getting caught out a little bit. Running to the Dark Swarm and getting burrowed under there to stay alive a little bit longer. Nidus Canal coming in for base defenses. Third base only has a Lurker or a Sunken Colony defending it. No Lurkers defending. Some Lings here, but with medic support, the Lings are all going to die. But more and more Zerg come in. The Lurkers burrow. Get out of there. The Marines do get out of there. Get behind the mineral line and kill a couple of these drones before the Dark Swarm comes up. Irradiate getting tossed down on one of these Lurkers. I don't know which one. Something, anyway. And the Terran infestation is cleaned up there. Still continuing to get these Lings and Lurkers across the map, trying anyway. Irradiates all over the place. Firebat and Marine group here to take down the fourth attempt by effort. Meanwhile, third base is floating up to the north here. 101 to 82 overall supply in favor of last. Firebats on top of Lurkers. Not what they want to be doing. So many Firebats, though. Never mind. All of the Firebats are dead. Lurkers are so good versus Firebats. But Marines better. Marines better against Lurkers. If there's not any Dark Swarm anyway. Yeah, third base in trouble. Fourth base in trouble. I'm liking it. I'm liking this out of last. Really getting some stuff done. Engagement in the middle of the map. The Scourge are trying to find the science vessels. They get one. Ugh, another great hit there. We need two. Can the third base hold here? Lings aren't going to do it. That's for sure. Possibly a Lurker, though. Oh, the Ling flood cruising on in, though. Oh, good positioning, though. The Firebats and the medics working together in that situation. The Lurker is protecting the third base. The fourth base is done. Did Firebats honestly kill that base? I feel like they did. How crazy is that for a thing? Firebats taking down a base. Meanwhile, SCV's transferring it up to the third. I'm pretty sure that's being noticed by something blue over here. No, but the Lings are going there anyway. However, defensive positioning here pretty darn good out of last. He is working on, Vulture movement. Is he transitioning into the mech? Seems entirely possible. Nice Plague tossed down on these science vessels. Irradiate on the Defiler. Finally gets wiped out there. But Lings shutting down the third base. Oh, these Zerglings. +1 attack now with their adrenal glands. These Cracklings are scary. They are really scary, but the Firebat count seems high enough. Most of the Firebats seem pretty healthy. I don't think a lot of them caught that Plague. There's a back door the Lings can escape down too. That's really annoying if you're last. But I really feel like this is last game to lose right now. It's been a lot of Lings, a lot of Defilers. Defilers are a comeback unit. They can really be the great equator here. Equator? Equalizer, not equator. Equalizer, especially against a really good Terran player. Those Dark Swarms can be great. Although Firebats, man. Firebats, not as good. Not as good versus Firebats. Spider Mines do catch some of those Lings. It's some Vultures, but I don't feel like it's going to be mass factory here. I really don't. Just Vultures in the mix. Spider Mines, nice Plague. Spider Mines to deal with the roaming bands of Zerglings. Not bad stuff. 119 to 71 supply, though, too. I mean, it's just amazing macro out of last right now. Scourge do take down a science vessel. That should not have happened. Great Plague on this. The engagements are so good from effort. Yeah, no. Sorry, Marines. Not going to happen, guys. Not when you've been plagued. Not like that. Ultralisk Cavern coming in. Remember how I said... 109 to 72 supply, though. Ooh, Zergling gets a kill. He has 3 kills. He's dead now, but he had 3 kills before he died. That's some pretty good stuff. It's just non-stop, man. It is non-stop production flowing out of the main base right now. Vultures handling the Lings pretty effectively. Not too shabby. Firebats doing the same thing. This is the most Firebat play I have seen in a game that I've cast, I think, on this channel. Effort is really struggling against last's Firebats right now. Lings getting on into the third base. Going after some of these SCVs. There's 2 Firebats here. Reinforcements come in. They're going to save the day, but we're 3 base to 3 base still. Technically, there's a 4th base over here for effort, but it doesn't seem like it's enough for him. Yeah, some SCVs got killed at the third base, but not. I mean, he didn't wipe out the entire mineral line there. That is not a good engagement for these Lings at all. A couple Marines die, but overall, that was a great trade for last. He's up 123 to 90 supply. Free to Filer if you want it. He's like, no, how about I consume some things and plague you instead? How's that sound? That sounds real good for Effort fans, but Last fans do not want this Defiler to do any such thing. Where's he going? What's he going to try to do? He's going to try to plague this bio. He gets it! Oh! Oh, what a plague! That caught so much bio. Okay, third base was going to be in trouble until those Lings engaged with all those fire bats. I know they're plagued, but they still hit like trucks against you guys. Yeah, so Last keeps it alive. His medics are going to expend all of their energy trying to heal all of this bio up. I mean, they're working on it, but it just takes so much energy to do. Ultralisks on the way. Still a 30 supply lead right now out of Last. Fourth base attempted now. There is a burrowed Ling here to shut that down. Ultralisks are out, though, and I don't know. I don't know if you have what you need to deal with Ultras, honestly. Here come the Ultralisks. There's the Irradiate on the Defiler. It goes down. Ultralisk holding position, it looks like, in the Dark Swarm. Never mind, that's not what he's doing at all. Getting focused down by these Marines that do have the 2-2 upgrades. Eventually, they will kill it. It's hard, but they'll get there. Look at that. Look how many shots it takes to kill an Ultralisk. And the Ultra actually wins that engagement. He's got 11, 12 kills. The 12th kill comes as he dies. Another Ultras die over here at the fourth base. Not good. There are just no tanks for these Ultralisks whatsoever. And that is not a good thing for Last right now. He's in trouble. I don't feel like he's in trouble, but at the same time... Oh, the Ultra's going for the flank here. Irradiate hurting the fellow Ultralisk. Over here, too. Medics trying to create a bit of a buffer. Irradiate on Ultras is really good. Messing up their pathing is also pretty good here. You're trying to get up that ramp, but you can't. Look at him just spazzing out. And whoa! Last taps out Effort with the comeback win of the century there. He was in trouble. He was down majorly in supply. The 22-minute mark of this game. The 20-minute mark of this game, he's down, but he managed to scrap and fight and claw and tech up to Ultralisks, which Last is not ready for. Last is not ready for Ultralisk. He doesn't have tanks. He doesn't, I mean, that's pretty much it. What you need there are tanks to deal with this many Ultralisks. We saw the Marines. We saw how long it took them to kill one of these guys with their 6 armor, working on their +3 attack. They already have +2. So an absolutely insane game from start to finish there out of Effort. He goes 9 pool. He gets a bunch of damage done. He continues to pressure with Lings. He doesn't take a third base until late. He loses a ton of drones on counterattacks. He gets into Lurkers real fast. He gets into Dark Swarm real fast. He gets into Ultralisks eventually. And eventually, after trying to whittle down Last over and over and taking shots and losing bases, he gets the win. Just sheerly through Ultralisk play. Ultras showing up when Last was not ready for them. He should have been dealing with tanks. He should have been producing tanks at some point. Introduce them to the composition. But he didn't. And I mean, it was not an overwhelming win here for Effort, but he got it anyway, and that's all that matters on the scoreboard, is getting the win. Wow. What a great Zerg win that was for sure. 127,000 points for Effort, 115 for Last. Units produced and lost. I mean, the ratio's not good here for Last. Surprisingly not. He only killed about 110 more units than the Zerg player did. That's not what you want to see. And then resources here. Yeah, more gas mined by about 3,000. More minerals mined for the Zerg player by about 2,000. And overall spent 6,000 more. So somehow, despite losing those bases, despite losing all of those drones, I don't even know. I don't even know what that is. All right. What a great ZVT, though. Could you ask for anything more? I guess if you're the Terran player, you would ask for a Terran win. I get that, but anyway, fantastic stuff. All right, well, that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered, a very special patron edition. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.